Time now for Extra Points, where we talk to sports director Frank Cusumano about some of the hot sports topics of the day. And we begin with a tough story. Mizzou star running back Ahmad shot over the weekend.
Yeah, imagine his life for just a moment, because heading into this season, he was a legitimate candidate for the Heisman Trophy, an All-American, a record-breaking running back. So what happened was, on Saturday, he was at a concert in Laurel, Mississippi, and he was an innocent bystander. He was one of 3 cars that was shot at. The bullet hit his femur. He's had surgery. The femur has been repaired. And what I have been told from people very close to the situation is that they won't know for a month whether he'll be able to play football this season. They are completely confident it'll be a full recovery, but they don't know if he's going to be able to play football this season.
It is such a terrible story because there were so many hopes for him and for Mizzou. And so how is Mizzou responding to all of this?
Well, the one correspondence I had with Coach Drinkwitz is, first of all, he's happy that he's going to be okay. It's not life-threatening. He's going to play again. But it's a good thing we have Jamal Roberts, because Jamal Roberts is the backup from St. Mary's, and he's not a backup. He's a star running back.
Right, and there was talk that he might leave because he was kind of the backup to Ahmad Hardy. Now, I guess he could be stepping up.
Yeah, and we heard a lot about the money they paid for Jamal. We all thought, oh boy, that's a lot of money for a guy who's not a starter. Well, that's money well spent now.
But of course, the big hope is that Ahmad Hardy makes a full and complete recovery, because he really is a fantastic football player.
Yeah, and I do want to say, Mike, I don't know him really well, but I know people that know him well that say that his character is really good and he's just a good citizen.
All right, let's talk about Cardinals baseball. They get off to a good start in San Diego in the first 2 games. Last night, however, they had a 2-0 lead and then blew it.
Yeah, what a freaky series. You win 1 game on a Little League Grand Slam, and you lose another, and you're 1 pitch away from winning it. The only item of concern is Riley O'Brien. I know if you look at the season stats, they're really good, but it's now 3 of his last 6 outings that has not been effective. And, his ERA this month is like in the 9s.
Yes, but this is his first opportunity to do this. He's not a young pitcher. He's been around a long time, but not really in this role, and certainly not for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and, look, everybody wants to play, Monday morning quarterback, but Nick Castellanos did not look good against that slider. I would have just thrown slider, and then he threw a ball up and it was gone.
All right, so when you come off those 2 losses, one you think you should have had, the character starts to set in again. You wonder, will they bounce back? Well, they bounced back when they started that series in San Diego.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem with this team. I may be overly optimistic, but everything out of Ali's mouth is just, the resiliency of this team. They're going to play an Oakland A's team, or Sacramento A's team, that's actually in first place right now. But I imagine we're going to see a good-looking Cardinal team on Tuesday night.
All right, that's Frank Cusumano, and that's Extra Points.